Survival of the Shittest. As always, Stanley, the shittest Wellman Williams here, and a little bit of a different sort of video today. Still in the sort of vein of surviving, and it's more of a top 10 list, but we're going to do the top 10 songs to survive a run. So basically, it might help you add some songs to your playlist, and also if you like, comment and subscribe, especially the comment, you might be able to help me add some songs to my playlist. So this is just a top 10. It's not my full playlist. My full playlist is significantly longer, but these are the songs that help me push through, go a little bit faster, pump me up, get that blood flowing on my runs. So if we just do a little bit of a background on sort of my running history, it's not very long. I started running the Couch to 5k in July last year, and then once I finished the Couch to 5k, I did the 5k to 10k app, and once I did the 10k, I thought, well, I'll move up to 15k after a little while, and I did that. And then the end of January, I did a half marathon distance, and I tend to run 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do about 16k those days now, and then I do a shorter 5k, 6k run on a Sunday morning. It's been really good, actually. Back when I started in July on the Couch to 5k, you're doing 60 seconds on and then 60 or 90 seconds off walking. And I'll be honest with you, I was struggling with that. Some of the songs on this list have been there since those days. And now that I'm doing a longer run, it's just, I always thought that running was shit and I hated it. Never really did much running apart from the bus, and even then very sporadically. And then when you get a little bit better, it's actually quite not fun, but it's enjoyable, and you can sort of go longer and you see that sort of progress. And not only that, one of the best things about it, in my mind, is that it just lets you zone out for a bit, and when you're exhausted, when you come home and just, have your dinner, sit down, watch some TV show, because you're that little bit more tired, it makes you feel even better. So, like I said, we're just going to do a top 10 songs that help me survive when going for a run. Now, like I said, comment down and let's see if you can get some of your songs into my top 10 in the future. So, I'm not entirely sure how the YouTube algorithm works and the copyright rules, anything like that. So I'm not going to play any of the music, but feel free to sort of seek out the songs, and I'm going to put them in the description, and I'm going to flash up on the screen when I talk about them. So if we start at number 10, we have Unstoppable by The Score. It starts out with quite a good beat, but this is one of those ones where sort of the lyrics are the thing that pumped me up most. So the opening is sort of the best example of that. It says, "There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over," and that bit really sort of hits me when I'm running, and I think, yeah, the fire's taken over. It's not me putting in this effort now. It's sort of a primal sort of, I'm just going to keep going. It's a fire in me. It's not something that I'm in control of. I'm just going to run. So it pumps you up. Like I said, the beat's good, and also there's lyrics like "keep that silver, give me that gold," which almost makes me think, push yourself a little bit harder. You don't care about the second place. You want that top place. And "stopping us is impossible." Also a great little thing to pump you up when you're running. So that's number 10, The Score, Unstoppable. Number 9, we have the sort of flip reverse of number 10, where the beat is doing all the heavy lifting, and it is Timmy Trumpet and Savage, Freaks. So, I mean, this is sort of like that rhythmic beat, and it's got like a trumpet, so it's got those sort of that big uplifting tune, and it's just one of those ones that once you focus on the beat, you can't focus on anything else. You just want to move, and if you're moving, it makes moving a little bit easier, and you just keep going and going until the song sort of ends. That's not to say there aren't some good lyrics in there though. There's we do this for a reason, to keep that fire burning. Again, fire playing a part in your sort of motivation, that sort of feeling of like just burning up and oxygen. You're taking in oxygen, and it's making you bigger and stronger. So that's number 9. Okay, at number 8 we have Fall Out Boy's Centuries. And this is another one where the lyrics sort of really play a part. It's about being remembered. It's about your legacy. It's about putting forward everything, sort of going in and making sure that you're remembered. One of the lyrics that really gets to me is "I am the opposite of amnesia." Sort of getting in that, I will always be remembered. You're never gonna forget me. And the beat's good as well. It does, like, the beat's gonna be good on all of these. The lyrics are always gonna pump you up. There's a very specific sort of song in this playlist because I got a lot of them from AMVs, so anime music videos, and this one especially always takes me back to the AMV I saw watching it. I believe that was One Piece Marineford arc, and it just sort of puts you in the reminds you of everything Luffy went through, all the different fights going on there. Very nerdy, but it makes you puts me in my brain. I'm like, well, if Luffy can do that, then I can fucking just finish this run. I can do this extra like kilometer, whatever. So yeah, that's number 8. Number 7, we have Pup, Dark Days, and there's many reasons that this song is on the playlist. Pup are my favourite band. I saw them 4 times within a year in Bristol. You can see The Dream Is Over vinyl there. I've got Morbid Stuff, This Place Sucks Ass, the original vinyl as well, Pup. So there's no surprise that a fair few of their songs are on my running playlist. Let's be honest, I've even got a Pup tattoo from Morbid Stuff. So you could say I'm a little bit of a fan. This song, good beat. When it comes on, it reminds me of seeing Pup live. You can almost just imagine, instead of being out on a run and being hot and sweaty because of that, you're in a room with loads of other people screaming badly the music back at the band, which I'm sure they appreciate. And sort of the video to this, where they're travelling around and doing a tour, and all the different hardships, that always it's a good little video to remember when you're doing the thing. And then the lyrics, this winter hasn't been so rough. Sure, it was cold, but it wasn't cold enough to freeze the blood beneath my spine, and at least I survived. So that sort of survival, especially in the winter runs when it was cold here, and my fingers were freezing, but at least it wasn't cold enough, and that sort of really pushes you through. Like I said, my favourite band, like, it's not the only song, but it's made the top 10 instead of some of the other ones. Reservoir is also another one that just narrowly missed out. And the only reason that other songs are above this, really, is just they're a bit more blood pumpy, up, sort of get me going. Number 6, we have DJ Khaled, Ludacris, Rick Ross, T-Pain, Snoop Dogg, and All I Do Is Win. So this one it's fast paced, the beat's good, it's just the chorus. Let's be honest, it's mainly the chorus. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Put your hands up and they stay there. It's a banger, and it's sort of got that winning mentality. It's got that, and I see running sometimes as a competition against myself, not necessarily in terms of speed or distance, although sometimes that comes into it, but more about the motivation, the sort of the voice in my head is like, well, maybe if we finish at 12, that's as good as finishing at 16, or well, we can do a shorter one today. But this comes on, I'm like, no, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. So let's get your mind out of that place. Let's just keep going, and let's just win. Let's get to the end. So yeah, that's why that's at number 6. Number 5. So this is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. So that's it. It's a Fort Minor, remember the name. And this is another one. It's sort of the lyrics. It's the chorus. Don't get me wrong. The verses do have, like, they've got cool lines in them. You like Bleach, man? Why has the stupidest verse? Reminds me of Bleach, the anime. Obviously, but it's that sort of you have to put in this amount of stuff. You have to 5% pleasure because it's not always going to be enjoyable. 50% pain because you're going to ache. You're going to be tired. You're going to 20% skill. It's not a lot of skill, but you have to put it in. Concentrated power of will, that willpower, and sort of you've got to put all of these things in, and that will make it so that there's 100% reason to remember your name. Not that I'm particularly keen on everyone remembering my name, although I'm fucking making YouTube videos, so I must want some attention. But just another chorus lyrics focused one that really pumps me up. Coming in at number 4, they're the new PB&J. That's right, it's RT&J. So Run the Jewels. It's Blockbuster Night Part 1. This one really is a combination of lyrics and beat slightly more, but obviously the lyrics there, sort of the quick wordplay, the fantastic sort of tunes, that sort of rhythmic, sort of bassy beat that sort of underlies it, that you can get a rhythm to when you're pacing the pavement. I've never once listened to this song and heard LP say I'd lend a hand, but it's stuck in a fist and gun position and not done the fist and gun, because you've got to, the quick wordplay takes your mind off of the track, as like not the track, the track that you're running. Little wordplay there, I guess, unintentional, but yeah. So this one, another one that just sort of pumps you up. Man, Run the Jewels are so fucking good. Every single album, Blinder, the features they've been on, bangers. Like if you don't listen to them, I've got their vinyls as well. I put Pup up just because it was the first one I grabbed, but it could have been RTJ or Pup, or it could be all. Look, not all of them. Those are the only vinyls of groups I've got. But anyway, Blockbuster Night Part 1, number 4 on the list. Number 3, we actually have a relatively new song that's come on my playlist in maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks, but it's fast become a very hype song for me. As you can tell, it's reached number 3 above some other tunes that I love even more so than just Running. That's why Pup and Run the Jewels are a little bit lower, because I love them regardless. I'm on a walk, I'm sat at home. But this is Heart of a Lion by Dubkiller, the Illusory Alchemist remix. And the beat is really good. The lyrics are fantastic. The cadence of the lyrics as well, that's sort of something that goes hand in hand with the beat. Like really works, and I got the heart of a lion, sort of, and then it's got like sound effects. It's got some bullet zip past, which makes a little bit fun when you're running. It's got the lion roars. It makes you feel like an apex predator. You're fucking going at it. You're king of the jungle. You're there, and like, I'll be honest with you, this song has never failed to sort of hype me up and make me go a little bit faster. The 2 above it will always make me run faster than this song's above it in the list, but this is a fast favourite, and I can see it being on the playlist ad infinitum. Let's be honest, none of these songs are particularly going off the playlist. Some of them have been on there since the beginning, and still aren't off there, even though I don't necessarily like them as much as some of the others. But there we go. Number 3, Heart of a Lion, Dubkiller, Illusory Alchemist remix. Okay, number 2 is by a group who honestly, like Pup and Run the Jewels, could be on this list. About half of the list could be them, but they're not a favourite band or group like Run the Jewels or Pup in that sense, because I don't listen to them generally unless I'm running. But it is Skillet, and then the song is Monster, and I found this song again through an anime music video, but I've recently got back into anime, like I've said before on the channel. I've been watching Haikyuu, Kuroko no Basket is where I got back on my anime hype from, but Fire Force, I watched God of High School, Demon Slayer, all of that. But initially, a year ago, slightly less than a year ago, I got into Kuroko no Basket, and this song, googling AMV's Kuroko no Basket because I had some cool moments in it, and this one was Aomiri Daichi, and it's about him having a monster inside him because he's sort of that perfect sort of basketball player. He's cool. He's like, he can do everything. No one's a competition for him until sort of Kagami and Kuroko come in and get involved. And then this song is, the beat is heavy. It comes in on one side and then comes in on the other, which is always really cool. And it's just about a monster being inside of you and sort of getting that sort of hype up. And it really makes me think when I'm having a tough time running that I need to let out this primal sort of animal instinct. Just keep going, push for it. Yeah, sure, you're tired, but like, there's a monster inside of you and it's gonna keep you going. So that's that one. That's number 2, Monster, Skillet. Okay, and number 1, and I'll be honest with you, the reason that I made this list instead of doing Iron Man 2 was because I watched this the movie this is from recently. I did a most to least winnable fights of the movie series. I did a tweet the other day, follow me, SOTS website. I did a tweet the other day about songs that really hype you up, and I thought that'd make a good list. And it is Burning Heart by Survivor. And I mean, it's from Rocky IV, which is, in my opinion, the best sports movie ever. It's got the perfect amount of montage, like fighting. It's got tragedy. It's got love. It's got East versus West. Rocky stops the Cold War. It's fucking fantastic. And then this song plays as they're sort of about to fight, and it's just incredible. Like, so another reason that I decided to make this list is, in part of the lyrics it says, "While his body's saying stop, his spirit cries never." And I was out on a run yesterday, in fact, and it was one of my best runs in a while. And this was the last kilometre this song came on. I was running around this cul-de-sac, and then it said, "While his body's saying stop, spirit cries," and I went, "Never!" But normally I do that in my head or under my breath. But something in me just forgot and didn't filter it, and I just screamed it in this cul-de-sac at 7:15 in the evening. Just shouted "never," and it must have looked like an absolute nutcase. But it pumped me up, and it, like I said, it was a very good run yesterday. I did really well on my time, and I attribute it 90% to this being the last song in the last 0.75 kilometre. Probably not true, but and like, it's not even just that lyric. It's obviously got the whole weight of the Rocky franchise behind it. So you think of Rocky and how he'd done all his training montages. And then there's another lyric. It knows it's you against you. It's the paradox that drives us all. I can't sing, but that just, the paradox that drives us all. It's just it's you versus you. So yeah, you can look at what other people are doing. They might beat you, but it doesn't matter. Your only competition is yourself and doing better than you did previously in whatever you do. And it's just so fucking good, the song and the Rocky movie. And let's be honest, that's why it's number 1. And I can't see it being toppled from number 1 anytime soon or ever, because it's just so good. So there we have my top 10 songs for Surviving a Run. If you do put any on your playlist, let me know. Comment on the video, or tweet at me at SOTS website. And let me know of any songs that like really get you pumped up. It doesn't have to be running. It could be if you do other working out, or if you like during cleaning, during baking, just when you're in the shower. A little bit weird, but just anything, like just a song that gets you going, gets you pumped up, happy, sad. It could just be a daily song. Maybe you're just a song that cheers you up during the day, really gets you going. And if anyone does want to have a little look at the playlist, I can share it with you if that seems interesting to anyone. That's it, basically. Stay shit, and see you soon.